My husband, my husband, my husband, my husband.
Marriage is imprisonment, but if you find the right person, you find your soulmate. Nana Man knows what she is doing. She clearly stated in this interview that she is very strategic. She's an entertainer, just like Shatawale. So she mentioned that ono ohu se umpenasema intentionally obeye nyoma epema waye pain. She mentioned clearly that her husband manages her. I don't get it why people are saying that Nanama has finally come out to say that she's divorced. Why would she say something? What do you think Nanama is saying?
Me no care. Ashaw0 T0rnado. Charlie, okwe na latte TV. Kaya egwe. Na come on. Subscribe more.
Interview with Ama Mcbrown, she mentioned that she would advise that any young lady should marry after 35 because she feels at that time you have been able to establish yourself properly.
If you get pregnant, I will advise you, do not abort it. But if you consciously make this plan work, don't get yourself pregnant. Build yourself.
Yeah.
I once said on an interview that if I were to be young again, I would still go back to my life and give birth or get married after 35.
Okay.
I got married after 35. Even though I was in a relationship with my husband, we officially got married after 35. The reason is this. At 35, I had bought my first house.
Yeah.
Because I had built myself from 24. Built non-stop. I never stopped on my way.
Wow.
And at 32, 33, I bought my house. As I was having small party in my house, that's when I met my husband. We were in a relationship, up and down. So after 35, 37, 38, we decided to get married. It is not that if you marry late, it will work for you, or if you marry early, it will work for you. No. You can marry early and it will work forever.
Right.
You can marry early and it will never work. At that time, you will be a woman enough to take good care of yourself and to manage your affairs.
Yeah.
Marriage is imprisonment, but if you find the right person, you find your soulmate. This is from T0rnado in a podcast called Rants and Bants. Yes, so this is our discussion for today. Follow me or subscribe to my YouTube channel, Na Latte TV. Like, comment, and then share. If you say, send them down, make a show. And yet the authentic gist no ena edit bro. Send ye no sa pepe ne be catch up. Na one so watch your watching for comment section. So in an interview with Diva Doc and Ama Mcbrown was there. When this week people are circulating said Ama Mcbrown finally wababe accept say wababe can say she's divorced and yenko tie okai na membra
Mcbrown's kitchen. And I used to have some small house be at Kwabinya. Wanted to do it there. But my husband then said I should do it different. That's why we bought a car and we started our own cooking show. Again, since the first show was on UTV, I wanted to take my show to Adom.
Okay.
I went to Adom, I spoke to them, and they were about to give me a day when I saw the previous show, a being show on Adom. I was like, but I just left the station. Why didn't they tell me that a being show has moved from UTV? Because I was actually wishing that I can show it on UTV, but I didn't want it to be like a competitive strategy, and that's what I want to push the people. No. Unfortunately for me, they moved themselves to Adom.
Okay.
The same day I went to speak to Adom people, That's when the same evening I saw a being shown, and I said, so why didn't they tell me? So I decided then let me go and speak to you TV people and see if they.
Okay, so it was for why would she say what do you think Nanama is saying? If she's saying, say, she's finally divorced Anna, she was asked a question and she mentioned, and she was talking about, she was explaining whatever it is. She mentioned that she had 2 shows. Then her husband advised that she should do this way. So I don't get it why people are saying that Nanama has finally come out to say that she's divorced. And then also, when you look at the interview throughout, she kept mentioning my husband, my husband.
My husband, my husband, my husband, my husband.
She was even asked the question that who is managing her? Does she have a manager or something? And she mentioned clearly that her husband is the one behind it. Her husband manages her. So I don't get it. She has mentioned my husband, my husband, my husband throughout the conversation. And so those mentioning that, those saying that, those speculating that she has finally come out to say that her husband, she's divorced or something, I don't know. Nana Man knows what she's doing. She clearly stated in this interview that she's very strategic. She mentioned that she knows very well that Ebimo Penasem, and she knows the game in which she's an entertainer. She knows just like Shatawale. So she mentioned that no, on who se Penasema intentionally, and that is what she has done. Intentionally, obey nyoma, ebema waye pain, and that is what she has done. It looks like Ghana for you have some of you more per se or divorce and now you want to see the sad part of her. And so she will intentionally bring out things that ebema why pain, like ebema what kind of was, and this is what she does fetching money. She will definitely do things just to stay relevant. It was for this is Nana Mcbrown for you. And I don't know what you people are trying to do. I don't know if divorce no na mo fake and I say mo they say she's divorced or something. But hey, me I don't think said what she said means that she's divorced. She never mentioned that. I don't think so. But even if she is, that's the rumors we are hearing that she's divorced. Even if she is, I don't think it's anybody's business. It's her business. Until she decides to come out to say it or not. And so if she doesn't want to say it, and wow, connected dots to say or to put things into her mouth, that's your own business. As for Nana Mcbrown, you'll be every man no be just like Shatawale. For moving on now to Nado, just like I said, or say marriage is imprisonment, and until you find your soulmate, it becomes better for you. And then really better. Did you know T0rnado had a child? She has an 18-year-old daughter. Yes. And T0rnado is another person. He's also another person. Yeah. In Nyama obeye, and obey. He even said it in this podcast.
So coming back to the whole fashion sense and dressing stuff, right? Do you believe in the saying, dress the way you want to be addressed? Do you think it's something that is proper? Do you think you're supposed to go by it, or
okay? Let me say, I've passed that stage of thinking of what people think of me.
Period.
And I have a lot of fashionistas or high society people in America that I'm not dressing yamefe.
Oh.
So if I think I want to dress like someone today or this person today, I just go to the page, glance through it, look at what I'm going to wear, I'm a car, me share. Yummy. And then yes, so me share keke me show, so me make sure say ebe fatame.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I feel you.
It is say 5,000 Ghana cedis, 6,000 Ghana cedis, airport my dear Biasha.
So you see, these people are just entertainers. Nyobeka, and nyobe yenuhu. stay relevant in the business no eno na obeye o se obehye atade a obehye a ebema wa yihye no eno na obeye. And he mentioned say prostitution is taking place and it has come to stay. And mo susu say oye gay ni ade T0rnado say ono oye prostitute. And let's see how he defines his the term prostitution. Let's see how he defines it.
Now, maybe because of prostitution is taking place, it has come to stay. Me to make America 10 days, what did you
just say?
Because of prostitution is taking place and it has come to stay. Do you know when prostitution started?
A long time ago.
Because I'm a prostitute.
You're a prostitute?
Yeah.
No, you're not, T0rnado.
I'm a prostitute.
How you a prostitute?
You do. I
feel like T0rnado's version of prostitution is different from the whole version.
It's not like the normal prostitute.
Explain to us. We want to get it.
So you see, so I say these things more time, and that's why I say if you don't vibe with me, there are sometimes when I say it,
you wouldn't understand.
Yes, true. And the prostitution, what kind of prostitution?
Maybe prostitution here. Okay, let me tell you. Growing up, I was only with prostitutes.
You only want? Oh, you really? Okay.
Growing up as a young boy, because my white girlfriend's mom used to own a place in Tabacol, Manila, but it was only for prostitutes.
Like a brothel.
You understand? When the ships come from different countries, that's where they come and have fun. So by the time you come, I'll be at the counter serving. You understand? Sometimes me girl so sata Inte me fit sata me nya me madam fo moti so nya mo na say na wudi o ya sha wonyi. We na wudi o ya sha wonyi.
Okay.
Inte me enya sa sha wonyi I do prostitution for money or anything.
Okay.
But me a prostitute on my own way.
Can you explain
so
that way?
by association, Nana?
By me who me was me a shawoni my gangalia bi me na boa. Omo abani nya me who internet so mo yan kola. Me a shawoni with class. Ashawo nya minister for the agwenya ashawo kola bi you feel me? Me a shawoni a brand.
A brand.
What you say? Enye basa ashawo nyi bi. So do say ashawo nyi bi betu advert akogina kwan ho. So ya ashawo nyi pa. You want more English? Yes, are you a Brony?
No, because the show, it goes to Nigeria.
Oh, Nigeria. Hey, so I'll go to Abuchi.
Yes,
you know. Okay, let me put it this way.
Yeah.
If you may think, if you may say she's a bad bitch, true of us. But if you will step out and see someone, she'll be like, wow, this is a damn bitch. That's how I want to put it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So you are the leader of the gang.
That's what I say.
Oh my God.
So you see, even if you was even saying say Ashaw0 if you or mention say he feels T0rnado has his own way of defining prostitution, and this is his way of prostitution. If you sit in your home and you conclude or you judge these people, for them they are entertainers. Oh, they are entertainers. Nyobe obetina wo fie na waka ne ho asem eno na obeye. So this week, this is what has been trending on social media. T0rnado on rants and bans, Ama Mcbrown on Diva Dog, let's talk. So this is it for you. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. You think say English it means say Ama has finally come out to say she's divorced, but I don't even get it. Ama Mcbrown say, oh no, she stopped JHS was a one kwada so and na mo amako invest in ade I masters a boom degree ade, and you cannot conclude this simple English working. Anyways, it was for share watching our comment section and na that's a net message shout mema already so be subscribe na wa share na wa like it wa share watching that's a net message shout. Bye.
Nah.